Hello there, my fellow sim racers. I'm going to take you on a journey into the future, as we check out the brand new iRacing Porsche Mission R all-electric race car. We're going to find out whether it's fully charged or just a flat battery. So come and join me in the futuristic world of VR as we check out this all-electric race car. Okay then, here we are in the pit lane of the new for Season 4 2022 iRacing build. It's the Motorsport Arena Oschersleben circuit. I hope I haven't butchered that too badly. Sat inside the all-electric Porsche Mission R. Well, you can't mistake that you're in something different because look, panoramic roof, very different, and it's very odd to see something, like bridges and other stuff just flying over the top of your head as you pass under stuff. It takes a moment or two. As you'll notice, once you fire it up, silence is golden. Gotta be the quietest racing environment I've ever experienced. Literally, you just one gear, put it into drive, and let's touch the throttle and go. Leave the pit crew behind. And here's the thing you'll notice straight away. Now look, if that doesn't sound like something out of Star Trek, like the Starship Enterprise getting ready to enter warp speed or something, Now, the noise from that, from the motors and the various systems and drivetrain is, it's got to be, you either love it or hate it. I actually don't mind it. It doesn't. It's never going to replace the screaming V10 of an F1 or a big old V8 grumble from a sports car from yesteryear, but I quite like it. It suits the car. You get an idea of what you're doing speed-wise because the pitch changes, the frequency changes, the faster and the slower you go. So you still get an indication of what you're doing speed-wise. You can hear the all the regens obviously working under braking. So it does provide some sort of feedback. Even if it does become close to being beyond what the human ear can pick up. So what's the driving experience like? Well, in a race situation, the first thing you will notice when you line up on the grid is that you've got no mirrors. You look either side, there's nothing. All you have is this digital display in front of you showing you what's going on behind you. That did prove costly at a race at Spa, where unfortunately I ruined mine and a fellow competitor's race. I was gutted and felt like an idiot. And let's say he was less than happy with what my poor driving awareness. But so that is something you're gonna need even with a triple screen or a VR like myself where I can look round, a spotter would be handy just to give you some sort of visual clue when you're racing. You've got 800 kilowatts of power. Now, I don't know how that equates into horsepower, but let me put it this way, it's bloody quick. you get two different types of mode, a race mode and a qualifying mode. Qualifying mode is mental. You get all the power from the battery pack, and it's blindingly fast, seconds faster than the race trim. Now, of course, the more power you unleash, the quicker the battery depletes. So, you really can't do a race in qualifying mode, but oh boy, qualifying mode is a real blast. But in race mode, I've been trying to find a way to try and translate how it feels power-wise and how it feels handling-wise. And this is an oversimplistic view. This is not a technical, in-depth assessment. But do you know what? It feels like it's got the performance and power of a GT3 car, but it's coupled with the handling characteristics, as in the braking and cornering, of a GT4. Now, it's a combination that I actually quite like. So it's rapid and it's quick, yet you do have to be careful of your braking distances, and you can get a little bit of understeer if you go in too quick, but you can get a flick of oversteer on the way out because of the downforce levels aren't quite what you'd expect on a fully specced out and tricked out car, and it is really fun. So for me, I took a punt. You have to buy it. It's not. I thought it might have come as some sort of promotional thing with Porsche trying to get the Mission R brand out there and try and push forward electric motorsport. But no, it's a full price car. No, I did hum and ha because I don't know what the participation is going to be like in iRacing after the first couple of weeks. But you know what? I'm glad I did. The couple of races I've done, I've had a great blast in it. And it really is a fun car to drive. You've got plenty of power. You haven't got too much downforce, so the car moves around a bit. And it just suits me and the way I like cars to feel. So, your mileage may vary. I'm an average sim racer at best, so you pro drivers out there may not feel the same, but I like the way that you've got to judge your braking distances. You can't just stamp on the brakes at the last minute. There isn't the braking efficiency or downforce to allow you to do that, so you do have to sort of try and pick your braking points and like that. And if you carry too much speed into the corner, it will wash out. And if you go in, go in with the power on too early, you'll get a little bit of understeer, where the motors from the front wheel try and drag the car out. But I love it when you get the whole corner right, and then you get a little. Give it a dab of throttle on the corner exit. You can just drift that rear end. You can just feel it starting to step out. You just a little bit of opposite lock just to catch it. It's not the fastest way to take a corner, but the underlying, handling and physics model is just sublime. I love it. I never thought. I don't watch Formula E. Never really got hold of it. I don't particularly like the circuits they use and all the fan boost and all that lot. But this is a fantastic little car to throw about. It's a shame that it's not been added to the AI roster, because I would have raced it a lot more if I could have just jumped into an AI race, because the AI in iRacing is very, very good. But it just doesn't cover all the content, and it never seems to cover the content I want. But hey ho, let's hope that future builds bring that in line. But yeah, so if you buy it, bear in mind, well, I don't, quite know what you're going to get in the way of participation after the first couple of weeks, but if you can get plenty of racing in and really hammer it while it's popular, you should get your money's worth out of it. I like it. I like the way it I like the way it drives. I love the way that it's just enough downforce so you can use the power, but not quite enough so it's not boring, I like the futuristic look. I think it's a really smart looking car. Beautifully detailed. Fantastic interior with all your glass roof and everything. It's just that it's no mistaking you're driving something different. If you can put up with the high-pitched whine that may mean that you've got half the neighbourhood's dogs looking over your shoulder, then why not treat yourself to something different? I think you'll enjoy it. Right, well, thank you very much for listening to me ramble on about this electric Porsche Mission R that was new to iRacing in the Season 4 2022 build that just went live. Let me know in the comments, what do you think about an electric car coming to iRacing? What do you think is going to happen to participation? Is it going to be something that we can get a season's worth of racing out of? What do you think about electric cars in motorsport in general? Be it the virtual or the real world. Get down there in that comments section. Let's have a good old chat and discussion about it, yeah? Right. Well, I could spend all day driving around this new circuit, the Oschersleben. I think I say it wrong and different every time. But this is going to be a great circuit for touring cars, I think. I wouldn't want to do an IMSA-style multi-class around here, but something like touring cars where you can get a little bit of rubbing going. I think this is going to be a wonderful little circuit for that. I drove the Porsche around here. We had a grid of about 16 cars. And it was good, clean fun. Right, let's bring her back in. Give the old girl a recharge. Well, it's either going to be fully charged or flat battery. That's your, it's going to be a 0 or a 10. And I'm going to give it fully charged. I thought it was great. Really enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. And happy sim racing. And I shall see you, hopefully, out on track. Bye-bye for now.